And now, Knock 2 Studios presents Common Censored.
Oh, weird. Behind the scenes, Dre, your screen's all white. I wasn't sure if you disappeared or something. What's up, everybody?
I'm gonna go out and come back in, bro. I'm froze up.
Okay. I'll see you in a second.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's no longer hump day, sadly, but it is Thursday, and this is Common Censored. I'm Lord Sterling, and we're waiting for your friend Truckfit Dre to pop back in with hopefully a restored stream. But they got to try to stop us one way or another, even if it's just through low bandwidth. This is episode 56. Got some interesting stuff to talk about today. As always, the news never stops. Not for holidays, not for nothing. And one of our interesting things that I want to jump into has to do with taxes. It turns out that there is a lawsuit right now that could have some interesting implications on tax law. Let's jump into this video. Oh, first, real quick. Hello, Val McGinnis. Welcome back. Good to see you. And Gator in the house. Black screen. White screen. Mama Mac. How's it going? Good to see you here. Sam Duty, Crazy B, Mandy J. Lawson, C Stock. What's going on over in Rumble? I'm glad you guys are all here. Welcome back. Got 19 people watching live on Rumble. Thanks for being here so quickly. Let me share my screen over here so we can get the story. Boom, I see Dre popping back behind backstage. Yo. It's alive! I can see you moving. Welcome back. There we go. That's a lot better. So
Yeah.
our first. Oh, so how's it going, man? How you feeling today?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not feeling too hot. I'm doing the parasite
Think
cleanse.
you're getting sick?
And
nice.
Yeah, when you do a parasite cleanse, the first couple of days are, your body, you have almost like, anybody could look it up. Some people have flu-like symptoms, some people throw up, some people have nausea, indigestion, because it's literally killing. It's literally like the folic acid, and then the actual parasite cleanse is literally what you're doing is you're cleansing yourself with the actual parasite cleanse, and then you're binding the parasites with folic acid, which is the second dose that you take in the daytime. And
interesting.
What that does is it binds it so you're able to digest it. And it's just the first couple of days pretty rough, but I'm making it through.
I can imagine killing biological life within your body.
Yeah, and I got my first order of nattokinase.
Nice, dude.
Bromelain and turmeric curcumins. So it all came today, bro. So
dude, that's good.
Yeah. So as soon as I'm done with the parasite cleanse, because I don't want to be on too much stuff at one time. So
right.
So as soon as I'm done with the parasite cleanse, I'm gonna start doing my spike protein cleanse.
Nice.
For 90 days. Yep.
90 days. Fuck yeah. I gotta jump on some nattokinase. Nattokinase, bromelain.
It was $52, bro. I bought everything for $52.
Oh, for everything. Nice.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
They had a combination where the natto was like 20. I think it was the most expensive. I think it was like 29, and then the bromelain and turmeric curcumin is like really things that people take a lot of the time. Some people put curcumin in their food when they're cooking. It's breaks down into a spice also. So
Yeah.
those are more readily available. So yeah, it's like the whole package is like $52, and then they have the spike protein cleanse that you could buy for $89 at the wellness clinic. So
Right. Yeah.
it's
The
all
new.
it's all dependent.
Yeah.
It's all dependent on what you want to do, but yeah.
Yep. Good
So
deal. 50 bucks, $56 for all of it together. That's
yeah,
really
it wasn't
good.
bad. Yep. So
How's I think it's his wife, Val,
mhm.
who's got bronchitis. How's she doing today?
So we might be looking into a lawyer because she went to the Mayo Clinic, which is supposed to be like this real prestigious, great hospital in
Right.
the Scottsdale, North Phoenix area, and they said that she had bronchitis, and they did not. They said that she needed a steroid. I can't remember the name of it, but
Yeah, it was prednisone.
prednisone, right? Well, she started to feel worse, so she went to a different facility, which is just an urgent care, right? And the urgent care is like, so they didn't prescribe you an antibiotic. They were like, no. They were like, well, you have an infection. Like you should have been prescribed a
Oh, damn.
antibiotic. And what's so funny is the hospital called to check up on her, and I said they know that they messed up because it was Christmas. It was Christmas Eve.
Oh,
They're trying to get out of there quick. They didn't do what they're supposed to. Also, they said that when they tested her urine, that she might have kidney stones. So there's like a whole bunch of malpractices that happened in this hospital, and we definitely gonna be looking into probably trying to take some action because if you see something from blood work, then you're supposed to tend to that, regardless of what they said their symptoms are. It's just
right. Mad
what you call,
sketchy.
yeah, protocol. So, but she's feeling a lot better today after she took the freaking antibiotic that she should have been on days ago. She woke up, she's feeling way better as of this afternoon. So,
That's
and
good,
thank
man.
y'all for the well wishes. Appreciate it.
Yeah, big time, big time. Appreciate it. Yes, that's good. Glad to hear that. And Chris pointing out you can still hump on Thursday, even if it's not hump day anymore. This is true. I can verify that. So our first story that I wanted to jump into today is a report from Philip. What's his face over here? I can't remember. On Epic TV, but he's talking about. This is from a few weeks ago. But it's kind of big news that we should all hear about. There's a lawsuit heading to the Supreme Court. I don't think it's happened yet. Moore versus United States, and it's going to be about taxes. It could be very interesting. The results of this could render a large portion of taxes illegal. Let's check it out.
Case now heading to the Supreme Court could make many government taxes illegal. They're claiming that a key ruling on this could cost the federal government several trillions of dollars in lost taxes. That also means American citizens will have trillions of dollars in money that is not being seized through taxes. The case, which is Moore v.
Joshua
United
Phillip.
States, may appear to center on a request for a $14,729 tax refund, but it could redefine what is considered income in America, change how Congress taxes it, and preemptively block future efforts by Democrats to impose levies on billionaires as well. Remember, this is New York Times saying it. If they do this, it could get rid of taxes on our retirement accounts. It could eliminate taxes on gains in the value of property you own. It could wipe out 2/3 of the tax code. This is massive. The implications of a Supreme Court ruling on it, because of all the technicalities in the Constitution it's connected to, could be massive. If her ruling is made on this from the Supreme Court, it could actually deem many other taxes in the United States unconstitutional.
And I'm sure that Alicia Savage has some thoughts about this in our chat. I don't know if I see her at this exact moment, but she knows about income being defined as gain derived by corporate activity by the Supreme Court, and an income tax is a direct tax. And under the Constitution, any direct tax must be apportioned, which is divided amongst the states by their population. So all of the income tax that we're paying, a direct unapportioned tax, is illegal. It would need to be coming back to all the states. Well, they use a technicality because you funnel your labor and wages through your Social Security corporation, and at that point it transforms from being labor and wages to being gain for the corporation created in your Social Security number and your name. So then they can tax it as income. But even doing that, they're not apportioning it, and it's a direct tax. So it's a mess. That would be interesting to see what happens with that. And this is, just so you guys know, this is from Crossroads with Joshua Phillip, which is on Epic TV. And they may be having some deals right now on signing up for their service, Epic TV. If you guys aren't familiar, it's from the Epic Times, which is, oh man, such a good news source. They do a lot of exposés about all kinds of stuff, even things we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube. And it's a really good website. I ran into Roman Bamakov one time on the street for does Facts Matter with Roman on YouTube. But yeah, I highly recommend subscribing to the Epic Times for news. A really good source. What do you think about that, Dre? I think there's any chance that taxes could be obliterated on a large scale?
Hell no, they ain't gonna get rid of no taxes.
Oh man.
I mean, I mean, bro, we could shoot that shit down right now. Like, they're not gonna get rid of taxes. They're not. Yeah, like that specific lawsuit is, whatever that case is gonna be buried and never talked about again. They're not gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it in a while.
Yeah, they're not.
I found another clip regarding it from oh wait, actually no, that's a different clip. Never mind. Sorry, I thought I had some more information about it, but I'm gonna have to dive into this and see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it would. I mean, I never knew that they were able to tax retirement funds. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I didn't know that. Like, that's a saving. That is not. I made it. It was derived from income, but once you taxed it from the income tax,
oh,
and
I
I
put it
and I set it aside, you should therefore not be able to tax the money that's being held for me to benefit from when I am long done working in the system. That's crazy. But I don't think
Totally
they're getting
crazy.
rid of. Yeah, I don't think they're getting rid of no type of taxes. I mean,
they'll do everything they can not to, for sure. Real quick, a thank you to our great mods. It's ZD, Crazy B, Alicia Savage, Jeannie, Ed Hoskins, Mama Mac, Mandy J. Lawson. And I hear It's ZD may not be feeling so great. Might be a little under the weather right now. So sending well wishes to ZD. Hope you're feeling better sooner than later, my friend. To all our censored commoners lurking out there, smash that like button. What happened? Okay. Are we still there? I don't know what happened there. We're still here. Okay. Just having crazy random, controls switching over here without me actually touching anything. But yes, smash that like button, all you fellow censored commoners, and hit that thumbs up. Help boost us in the algorithm. What's on your mind, Dre? Anything you want to specifically talk about?
yeah, if you go, I hate that. I shut down my laptop and I had to log back in and it took down the common censored accounts. So hold on, let me go find it so I could get the topics that I want to start off with first.
Sure. Here, I'll send you a link in private chat in the over
I
on the
got
right.
it, bro.
Oh, you got it?
popped up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, popped up.
It's all good. Editing on the fly over here. Thank you guys for being. Ooh, creeping. That's right. Everybody lurking out there. Sam Duty says, Merry Christmas, Kelly. Kelly B. Oh, hey, welcome back. Hey, Dre and Sterling and chat. Sorry I've been absent lately. We've been working on end of the year stuff, so I've missed a few shows. Hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and all is well. I think we both did have quite a Merry Christmas, and we hope you did as well. And no need to apologize. Once the show's up, it's out there, and you're free to get to it whenever, if ever you would like to. So thank you
All
for
right.
coming back. We appreciate it. What do you got, Dre?
So the first story I would like to talk about is Texas has already arrested thousands at the U.S.-Mexico border of people
Ooh,
who have entered the state illegally. So let's check
boom,
that out and see
pulling
what
it
they're
up
talking about.
right now. Texas has arrested thousands at the U.S. border as the state expands powers to arrest migrants. Take it away, Dre.
All right. So Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez
Obrador.
Obrador Obrador said on
Andres
Friday that his
Manuel Lopez
government was
Obrador.
yeah said on Friday that his government is well aware of a new migrant caravan. Okay, well, if you're
A
aware, we need
huge
your
one.
help, brother.
Yeah,
We need your
yeah,
help.
right. We need your help.
So it says Texas authorities have arrested nearly 10,000 migrants who illegally entered and crossed into the U.S. Mexican border under a new arrest and jail operation aimed to deter illegal immigrants. Okay, so following the successful arrest, the Texas passed a new law that will bolster small-scale operations to expand the authority to make arrests, as well as give local judges the authority to order migrants out of the country. The change will go into effect in March. The new law comes after Texas first launched the smaller scale operation to arrest migrants on misdemeanor trespassing charges in July 2021. As Texas Mexico border crossings reach 1.2 million that fiscal year. The initiative allows border landowners to into agreements with the state authorizing trespassing arrests, clearing the way for law enforcement to apprehend migrants that enter the country through those properties.
Boom.
So basically we talked about this what was it? Was it the Christmas Eve show? I can't
Uh,
remember. Or was it? It was sometime last week. It's a few shows ago. We talked about Texas implementing a new law that states that what they will be doing if they catch illegal immigrants coming into the country through the Texas border, they will arrest them. They will release them back into Mexico, and if they catch them again, then that's when they prosecute them for a felony, which is punishable by up to 10 years, Texas state law. So
nice.
they're not necessarily saying, "Oh, we arrested 10,000 people and we're going to imprison them now." What they're saying is, "Okay, we got you. You're here illegally. We're going to send you back. If we catch you again, then we won't just arrest you. We will prosecute you."
We will burn your
And
feet. Remember
and
that Chappelle
and
skit? Sorry.
yeah, and they're hoping that this, kind of works, and the migrants that go back say, "Hey, like." Texas not messing around. Y'all might want to try Lukeville because it's not going on up here in Texas. Like they're going to take you to jail. If you go back, you have a chance of being prosecuted and going to prison. And I think that they're hard on making sure to make it. It's sad, but they're going to make examples out of some of these migrants, bro. So hey, if you're coming here illegal, I'm telling you now, don't go through Texas because Texas ain't effing around. You're gonna mess around and find out. You know what I'm saying? So uh,
Look at the
Republican
horns.
Governor Republican Governor Greg Abbott has predicted trespassing arrests would, I can't see the word because our
Oh,
uh
sorry.
there you go, would produce swift results. When people start learning about this, they're going to stop coming across the Texas border, Abbott told Fox News in July 2021. So what this is going to do is it's going to deter people from coming across the border, but all it's going to do is they're going to shift their focus to going through Tijuana, which is right by the San Diego, California border, and they're going to go through Lukeville, which is Arizona. So, shout out to Texas for trying to do something from stopping these illegal migrants for coming into the country. Because let's be real, like our country wouldn't be what it is if it was not for migration. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
yeah,
we're
for
talking
sure.
about legal migration. We're talking about the people who have literally waited years upon years to get into the country. If anybody knows about Pat Beck David, he was from a war-torn country. Okay,
Iran.
and his family, they had to wait like 7 years
That
just to
dude
be
is
able
an
to come.
inspiration, man.
So, you know, for those people to have taken the correct and proper channels to come here correctly and do things the right way, and then basically they, you know, we have a lot of line jumpers, you know what I'm saying? They just say, F the laws, F the way you're supposed to do things. We're just going to come here because it's almost like they feel like they have a right to be here. And it's like, no, you don't. You know what I mean? So shout out to Greg Abbott in Texas for taking initiative to, you know, detour some of this illegal immigration. And hopefully it doesn't lead to us being attacked within our country.
Big time. And on Tuesday, I played a video when you weren't here of Owen Schroyer down at the border. And the Texas National Guard is there just still ferrying in people. But I don't know if that was before the new law was passed or what. Hopefully they're arresting, you know, lots of people down there and shipping them off. I don't even want to jail them. Just ship. Once you prove they're not citizens, just get rid of them. Send them back.
Man, I mean, if they already didn't arrested 10,000, they damn sure doing their job. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, it just needs to the illegal migration. It really needs to be curtailed because now we're on fluff tube. I can't really say it, but you know, there's been talks with General Flynn that's saying that Mr. Netanyahu has a plan, and he's been talking to Western leaders about sending, you know, Palestinian refugees from Gaza into the Western nations. So that's alleged, but it has been talked about, and I wouldn't doubt it because they're not going to take them in, you know, Israel. Egypt isn't going to take them. Turkey is damn sure ain't going to take. I mean, none of the countries over there are going to take them. So I hope that we're able to curtail this before any of that starts to happen, because that will be a huge problem. So
huge problem. Yeah. So hopefully we can handle this, and we'll go win 2024 and reverse a lot of the negative progress. On a lighter note, what do you know about puzzles, Dre? The modern puzzles. You know anything about them?
No.
Check this out. This is this guy Chris Ramsey's channel, and he basically solves like crazy puzzles that you know, have really intricate, in-depth themes. This is a really good channel to check out if you guys have a moment of free time and you want to check out something intellectually stimulating and entertaining and not political.
Mama Mac, I've seen that.
Yeah,
unfortunately, unfortunately, that wasn't in our country. That was over in the UK, I believe. Yeah, that was in the UK. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, she comes around the corner and the cat is just rigor mortis, like just on the grill. You know what I'm saying? Spread out.
They're so messed up.
Oh, it's crazy, bro.
Guinea pigs and stuff too. Yeah, really messed up. But yeah, check this out. Here's a couple beer related puzzles that are, these are really simple ones, but just kind of cool.
2 beer related puzzles. You can see the beautiful craftsmanship even emulates some foam on the top of the beer mugs, and it is fittingly named Cheers because when you cheers them together, that's where the secret compartments unlock. This one is the barrel.
You make like really cool safes
and stuff. Listen to the marbles while rolling it. When the sound stops, simply roll it the other way. And at each interval, just push the middle compartment.
Love it. Little stash can.
And eventually, you'll be able to slide off the lid. And there you go.
Whoa.
Like this.
Let's check this one out. This is a more fancy one. A $40,000 Batman themed puzzle.
$1,000 puzzle. Everyone knows how much I love puzzles, and that's why I was so excited to partner with Spotify to highlight Batman Unburied's latest audio series featuring the king of puzzles himself. Not me.
Omega Director.
In this thrilling audio series, Edward Nygma, better known as the Riddler, teams up with Batman to stop a masked vigilante's attacks on Gotham's supervillains.
So you gotta like examine the puzzles and find hidden things and movable parts and keys.
I wish I had help
behind
with these
things.
sometimes.
So now the Riddler is forced to break out of Arkham Asylum and solve the mystery before he too becomes a victim.
This is pretty intense.
Some of these puzzles are nuts. You got to go through like hundreds of steps in some of them.
What in the
Crime fighting.
Go listen to the Riddler audio thriller on Spotify.
Yeah, so just a little diversion from our actual topics to jump into something fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about Ratburger, our great friend down in Georgia. We talked yesterday about how that special report had been released. Breaking, now there's proof. Brad Raffensperger lied to President Trump when he told him in the January 2021 phone call that there was no fraud in the 2020 election. Jim Hoft breaking it down. Trump had made an infamous call with Secretary of State Raffensperger and official Jordan Fuchs, who later lied to the WAPO about the contents of the call. She was caught when the original recording of the call was found deleted on her computer. So she lied about what they were talking about, and then by the grace of God, the actual recording was uncovered. I'm sure Trump had copies too. They record on both ends, especially when the president's talking to people. Yeah, definitely. In late December 2020, President Trump made a call to Ratburger, asking him to look at some of the items that were uncovered by his auditor. There was plenty of evidence for a competent auditor or any man of integrity to know that the election was uncertifiable. And recently, I think it was, Ratburger or Kemp, they said, like, yeah, there were questions when we certified. No, it was Lindsey Graham, I think. I don't know. They admitted that there were questions about it, and they certified it anyway, which is a big, bad thing to admit to. If there's questions, you can't certify. If glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. So, sex state Brad Ratburger's office secretly recorded the phone call with President Trump, then lied about its contents. He ran to the Washington. His office ran to WAPO, leaked fraudulent transcript of the call, and they were caught lying about it. Fuchs provided WAPO with a fraudulent Trump quote, and this was obviously planned to do damage to Trump before the sham impeachment trial to make him look guilty, to distract from all the actual things that are going on and from the steal itself. Georgia chairman of the Republican Party, David Schaefer, later revealed that Ratburger and Fuchs lied, about Trump demanding they find the fraud. He said all he needed to do is find 11,000 votes. He's not talking about fabricating something. Find. The word find means that you're looking for something that already exists. He didn't say make 11,000. He said find 11,000. Anybody who's being honest about the English language can easily determine that he's talking about something that is out there, that can be found, that is evidence, existing evidence.
Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna let you keep reading because I got some questions now. I mean, did Trump leak the call? Did Trump leak the call himself, or what?
Initially, after the call had happened, Ratburger and Fuchs went to the Washington Post and said, "Oh my God, this call happened." Right. It was found in her trash file on the computer, and I'm not sure how it was leaked, but it was leaked from their office, and so the original call came out, which she had deleted to try to cover up the evidence of their lies.
Whoa.
From the Washington Post, correction. A rare correction from the Washington Post. 2 months after the publication of this story, the Georgia Secretary of State released an audio recording of President Trump's December phone call with the state's top elections investigator. The recording revealed that the Post misquoted Trump's comments on the call based on information provided by a source. Trump did not tell the investigator to go find the fraud or say she would be a national hero if she did so. Instead, Trump urged the investigator to scrutinize ballots in Fulton County, asserting she would find dishonesty there. He also told her that she had, quote, the most important job in the country right now. A story about the recording can be found here. The headline and text of this story have been corrected to remove quotes misattributed to Trump. So here's the story and the correction.
And people are still reporting on that that quote where, find 11,000 votes. People are still reporting on that specific quote on specific news outlets that I won't name because we're on FluffTube, but y'all know who they is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're just saying the Crying Negro Network. That's what we say.
Right, to quote Black Conservative Perspective. That was funny, man. Oh man. So
man.
yeah, it just everything keeps getting crazier. Let's see, where's the next relevant part here. Catherine Engelbrecht and True the Vote had released a project called The Aftermath that focused on everything going on and covered the phone call, and they determined that was not the only lie in the phone call. They published their report a while back, but the aftermath, the report focused on the impact the dirty voter rolls had on the 2020 election in Georgia. Following the report, Mark Elias, Democrat hitman, I think he's been a lawyer for the Clintons and everything. He filed a lawsuit against True the Vote for their efforts to try to clean up the voter rolls. Were you going to say something?
He filed a lawsuit for their effort to clean up the voter rolls. That's
right.
Crazy.
Yeah, like how people in Virginia, or not Virginia, in Arizona from the Board of Election Supervisors are getting charged for trying to audit and follow the legal correct procedures.
Yeah, and lawyers getting their bar license taken. It's crazy.
Yep. So the Aftermath report confirmed that Brad Raffensperger lied to President Trump about the 2020 election in Georgia. On that phone call, Ratberger told President Trump that the election in Georgia was clean, when in fact he knew this was not the case, which is big because he was outright lying to him. Engelbrecht proved this later when she released a legal affidavit on her meeting with Raffensperger in early December 2020. Engelbrecht noted that she told Raffensperger in 2020 that there were 67,284 votes cast that should likely not have been counted because the voters' registrations were ineligible based on permanent change of residency. They were able to determine this and demonstrate that there were 67,000 illegal votes. But despite this knowledge, Ratberger lied to Trump about fraudulent voter registrations on the January 2nd call, which came after the December 2020 meeting with Engelbrecht. Raffensperger said everything was fine when he clearly knew otherwise and had been presented with evidence from Engelbrecht's affidavit. On that call, Trump asked about inaccurate voter records. Both Secretary Raffensperger and General Counsel Ryan Germany stated that they had fully evaluated the various claims of election irregularities and said without qualification, there was no evidence to support them, including no problems with the voting records. This statement was knowingly false, and both men were well aware of the falsity at the time of the statement. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger knew Georgia voter rolls had not been cleaned in approximately 2 years. This would naturally cause skyrocketing errors of over 20% ineligible records across the state based on residency alone. In mid-December 2020, well after the general election had been certified by Raffensperger, and in advance of True the Vote's preparation of 364,000 voter record challenges based on ineligible residency, Engelbrecht met with Raffensperger to discuss challenges citizens would soon be filing. His comment, that seems about right. The GOP should have been doing this all along. So he knew that the rolls were inaccurate, lied to Trump. What was the excuse for not maintaining them? In 2019, Stacey Abrams and Fair Fight filed a lawsuit against the state to prevent voter roll maintenance. It's just such a typical Democrat thing to do, right?
That's crazy.
It's if you're trying to prevent voter rolls from being updated, if you're trying to prevent people from auditing elections, if you're trying to prevent signature verification from taking place, you're clearly trying to cover up something that
Right.
you feel is helping you. And in this case, it's ineligible voters on the roll, arguing that roll cleaning was erroneous and racially biased. Of course, we can't just want real voters to be on the rolls, they have to claim racism to divert from any merit in that 1940s American Communist Party pamphlet technique, to label
You
people
already,
racist.
you always got to throw race in there, bro. I mean, it's literally against democratic value not to throw race in there, brother. You got to throw it in.
I should have known better. The state went on to win the lawsuit in 2021, but during the period from 2019 to 2021, Raffensperger acquiesced to Abrams. So it's just ridiculous. They know all of this stuff is going on. They're lying about the whole situation, and they're now there's all these reports have come out showing everything is illegitimate and that it's all bullshit, basically. And they're still just insisting that everything is fine. And Ratberger hid the report for 2 years. For 2 years, as we discussed yesterday.
2 years, we sure did. We discussed that, man. It didn't come out until June of this year. It hit it,
and the media does nothing about it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, they do. They censor those who talk about it on YouTube.
Right. And exactly. And it's no surprise, as this study finds that there are less than 4% of American journalists are Republicans. And I'm going to provide a Stannis Baratheon grammatical check here. It should be fewer. Study finds fewer than 4% of American journalists are Republicans. That's the thing I learned from Game of Thrones, is that fewer is quantitative and less is qualitative, basically. There are exceptions and irregularities to that general rule as well, but sorry for coughing.
Oh, good. Hey, and it's probably less than 3.4% because of how many of those commentators of the 3.4 are rhinos.
Yeah, exactly.
Or rhino Republican reporters, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably like 0.1% are actual Republicans, like Meghan McCain on The View. I know you'll defend her, but I think she's a rhino, and her replacement. Oh yeah, big time. The McCains and the Cheneys are neocons. Neoconservatives.
The reason why I respect John McCain, rest in peace, is because, bro, it's one of the most badass things that I've ever seen. Is a man who literally just had brain surgery, and the scar, like the stitches are right there in his head, and
still raw.
Credit where it's due. Just walks in, looks like he kicked the damn doors open in the Senate, bro, and just walks in and throws a thumb for the vote and walks out. Like, that was the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, one of the most gangster things I've ever seen for somebody that is in Congress. So, I just
like Trump stepping over the line into North Korea without any backup.
Yeah, without no backup, just by itself, like just straight. Like, bro, I'm a G. Like, yeah, that was dope, bro. So that's one of the things why I just hold a respect for rest in peace, Mr. McCain.
Sure. So, and that's totally worthy of respect.
And his daughter did get treated. She did get treated bad while she was on The View, and they talk about her like dog crap now that she's not on that show, and that's just not cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't like my whole thing is, it's like if you're acquainted with somebody and you know somebody, there's no reason why you should be talking about that person amongst a group of people who also know that person, unless the person you're talking about is there physically. You know what I mean?
Big time,
like,
for sure.
A lot of the people that we're talking about right now, we don't know them personally, so the chances of us being able to contact them and tell us what our gripe is with them. Yeah, like we don't know him personally. Yeah, exactly. But we could, criticize the policies and the things that he has done, which we see as unfair. Like, we have all of the right to do that.
I'll gladly Monday morning quarterback his job. 24 hours a day.
Yeah. So, I just think The View was totally wrong for how they treating her. Now that she ain't even on the show, and like she still sticks in y'all head like a thumb to the eye, like it just
rent free living up there. The View's just wrong with everything that they do, so of course it's wrong. Of course it's wrong.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So Michael LeChance.
Hey, hold on. And one more thing. One of them people is on that list that's about to drop on the 1st. So we're gonna see if she still got a job.
Who is that? Do you know who, or is it just come out that it's somebody and we don't know yet?
Hey, I tell you this.
Oh, probably
She,
whoopie. That's my guess.
man, hey man, and that's not her real last name either.
Yeah,
That's not
she
her real
pretended to
last
be
name.
Jewish. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's not her real last name. And no, we're not anti-Semitic. We're just speaking the facts. If you look up the history and who she is, that's not her real last name. But y'all done seen some of the previews of the list, and that person is on there allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we
we'll
gonna
pop the
see.
allegedly. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we should hit him with
The disclaimer.
Yeah, bro. Let's hit him, bro.
Disclaimer: views expressed on Common Censored are only opinions. Assume everything we say is false and research for yourself. We're not giving legal, medical, or financial advice. The only advice we are giving is think for yourself. Question authority. Think for yourself. Question authority. Thank you for being here, everybody. Smash that like, comment, share, follow, tickle the algorithm, tickle it, juice it, and push us ahead so that people will know we're live.
I hate that we have to
let's me too. Let's end on YouTube right now. And what I will do is delete it automatically, and then I'll just upload a sanitized version later on. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. Let's get ready to rumble.